And welcome inside the gym at the Ewing Activity Center. We are on the campus of Lorain County Community College, live on the YouTube channel of LCCC. Ron Janssen, the women's basketball coach Vince Granito, joining us tonight for the first half of the men's game. It's a matchup between the Commodores and the team you're looking at right now, the Express of Owens Community College. Starters tonight, that's Reggie Robinson, number 2. From Rochester, New York, averaging 11 points per game. Number 3 coming out, Anthony Mills from Westerville South and Columbus, 6'3" forward, 12 points per game. Number 5, Jordan Grayson from McKeesport, Pennsylvania, averaging 10 points per game. And then rounding out the starters, Jalen Farrell from Louisville. Jalen averaging 16 points and 4 rebounds per game. And the 5th of the 5 starters for Owens, number 54, Jacob Cusino from Toledo. St. Francis de Sales. Starters for the Commodores will look like this. D'Amico Nelson from Cincinnati, 6'1" freshman guard, 7 points per game. Jalen Jenkins, the freshman guard out of Willoughby South, the former Rebel, 13 points per game. Number 12 is Alex Wyatt from Brunswick, a sophomore, 9 points, 5 rebounds. Jacob Marsh, number 24 from Elyria, 11 points per game. And then the man in the middle, Derek Yankee, 12 points, 8 rebounds per game from Hilliard Bradley High School, a 6'8" sophomore center. Marty Eggleston, you see Marty in the shot there, left of frame in the huddle, leading his Commodore basketball team. He's the head basketball coach here at our school. Marty's team 4-17 on the season. They are just 1-10 here at home on this year, and they're hoping for a big win tonight against Owens, who comes in formidable, 12 wins, 12 losses, 4-3 in conference play. The Express in their road black jerseys, trimmed in red and gray. Commodores come out to midcourt for the jump ball. Home jerseys, white, trimmed in blue and gold with the Commodores across their chest. Derek Yankee will jump it with Cusino. And Yankee will win it. Jenkins to Nelson right off the rip. Turnover. Express goes the other way. When you don't lay it up, coach, that's going to happen sometimes.
Looks like they're trying to go inside right off the bat there.
Well, they're trying to go inside to a young man, Yankee, who is coming off a game to remember. 36 points, 22 rebounds.
Yeah.
In a loss to Hocking over the weekend. 36 and 22. That is some kind of night. Express on offense. Shot clock was at 11 when that three-pointer was dropped by Farrell.
Looks like Owens is in a 1-3-1 zone here.
Do you find, Vince, that the defense that you play is based on your personnel as a coach or based on your opponent? Or is it a mix?
I think it's a mix. Yeah, I think it's a mix in many cases in terms of, who you're playing, how you match up with the teams that you have.
Nice feed from Jenkins to Yankee. Jalen shouted out, Derek, 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 when the ball was about halfway in the air.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, if you have the athletes to match up, man-man,
right,
and you've got pressure, on-ball pressure at your, defensive guards, that's something you can make a lot of money on, so to speak.
I think a lot of times, too, it varies from year to year based on the personnel that you have. So I know early on when I first started coaching here, we played a lot of zone. And over the last 2 years, we've been switched almost primarily to man.
You've played mostly man this year,
haven't you? Yeah.
I mean, I've seen you in some zone, but it's been a steady diet. Jenkins and Yankee keep it alive. This is Derek trying to split that double team. Strong to the basket. That young man scored all the points. No, I take that back. That's Mills' first bucket. It was Jalen Farrell who has the other 6.
You know, you don't get too many teams that play a 1-3-1 like this either, so it may take a couple of possessions here for them to sort of figure out.
Well, two ways to beat the zone. One is what Jacob Marsh just did, shoot over it. The other is really have that post player, you know, flashing in the middle and creating, you know, pass outs. It's Mills with a three. They've got 3 threes, and, you know, that shouldn't come as a surprise if you look at what this team does as a three-point shooting team. They've made 261 threes this year in 24 games. One guy on the team, Farrell, who's already hit 2 threes, has made 84 three-point shots all by himself.
Oof.
Fouls on Yankee, that's Derek. And 84 is significant because you still have how many games left, Vince? 5, 6 games left in the season?
6 games left in the season, yep.
And from on the women's side, at least at Lorain County Community College, the all-time single-season record is 80.
Yeah.
Hannah Olstrom hit it 2 years ago. And she, you know, scored at will from outside the arc. And Farrell, who just missed that 3, already has 86. Is Alex Wyatt, strong to the basket. Yankee keeps it alive. Derek's putback is up and good. Yankees got 4. That long rebound. You know, those three-point shots, when they don't go in, that rebound always comes out hard, doesn't it?
Yep. Another good, strong move by him. It's going to sit.
Look at that. It's going to be a jump ball situation. And the Express are going to get the possession arrow. Now, Jacob Cusino did it the easy way. Jumped up and tipped it with his fingers. In the women's game tonight, young lady by the last name of Wheeler jumped up, grabbed the net, then took her feet above her head while holding on to the net and kicked the ball off the rim. It was something that I have never seen done before. A great testament to her ab strength, those abs, and her upper body strength, and the strength of the net, Vince, for not giving away.
Up there, I thought we were going to have to bring her out of the crowd here to get that ball there.
Jacob Marsh missed a shot, and Robinson will bring it up for Owens Community College. You look at the top 20, Division III on the men's side, not a team from Ohio in the top 20 as Yankee steals that basketball. Here's Jenkins on the break. 2-on-2, kicks back to Jacob Marsh. And stepping out of bounds was D'Amico Nelson. On the women's side, Columbus State was in the top 20.
Right.
They dropped out this week, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Owens actually knocked them off over the weekend, You
look at the top 20 on the men's side, there's a team in North Carolina right now, Sand Hills Community College. It's number 1. They're 22-2. The state of New York, though, Vince, and this is the same on the women's side, the state of New York on the men's side has 6 teams in the top 15. And same could be said on the women's side. There's a timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout, a 60-second timeout. We'll introduce you to a wonderful story on campus. Here's an N60.
My original interest in computer science was I wanted to be a game developer. The games that I was playing, it was something that I wanted to create. I'm a computer programmer. My name is Matthew Augusto. I'm from Lorain. Brand Muscle uses technology to help large corporations to really own the local market. We're really the muscle behind the brand of big companies. I work here in downtown Clayton. I love working down here. I really wouldn't have this type of experience without my education through Lorain County Community College. With the help from Early College High School, I was able to get an early degree and be able to get a jump start on my bachelor's degree. For my bachelor's degree, we have a senior design program, and what I had created with my team was an automated drum set. If I could be anything, I would probably be a drummer in a big band. It was the talk of the town. Every group came down to see it. We had a crowd of people. It was like a concert, and we were the rock stars. I would say I'm very geeky, yeah. I think being a geek is pretty cool in my book.
Matthew Augusto, one of those great stories out of our university partnership. Graduate with the computer science and engineering degree, the combined degree that the University of Toledo offers here on our campus. Yankee with a defense that forced the Express to miss a shot and then block the second one, the putback. 19 seconds to shoot.
I'm currently a Lorraine police officer. I hold the rank of
Wyatt Marsh. Somebody had the active hands. Jacob Marsh comes out of it. Commodores down 6 real early. About 6.5 minutes gone in this basketball game. This is Wyatt, the young man from Brunswick. Shot was blocked. Quickly down the floor, here comes Owens. Zeno. Good defense by Nelson, but they're going to say D'Amico caught him. Caught him with an arm. Jacob Cusino will go to the free throw line.
Commodore personal foul on number 1, D'Amico Nelson, his first, team second.
First foul on Nelson. Cusino on the season, 68% from the foul line. As a team, Owens shoots 68%.
Right side. And at the line for the Express, Jacob Cusino.
Jamal Whiteside has checked in for Owens. Whiteside, a freshman guard out of Perry High School in Lima. Nice backdoor baseline cut.
They're starting to find those seams in the zone now.
Vince, you've spent your adult life being a basketball coach, not only here at Lorain County Community College, but at Wycliffe High School before you took the head women's job here. So you've been around youth basketball and now obviously the older game, but the question I'm going to ask is about zone defense. Do you think on the youth level they should not allow it?
Yeah,
And I don't mean high school level, but I mean youth level,
yeah,
like
the younger,
third, fourth, fifth, sixth.
Yeah,
grade.
because what happens at the youth level, if you're playing zone defense a lot, what ends up happening is you end up picking up bad habits. What I find is that even if you're a team that plays a lot of zone, working on man-to-man principles are still real important. And so, in the past, even when I've had teams where we've had to go zone, either based on size or foul trouble or anything like that, we're still relying on a lot of our man-to-man principle stuff. So,
oftentimes you'll see it in youth basketball, specifically on the young girls' side, because they just don't have the strength to shoot over as well.
Right,
so the coach will take advantage of that,
right,
just to win games. But I always thought it was counterproductive to the development of the people involved, the young.
And we'll
kids
see
involved.
that sometimes. I think when they come in here,
that lob pass almost went in for a three-point shot.
I was going to say, we see that sometimes when they come in and they don't necessarily have the skills. We spend a lot of our early season stuff working on defensive principles, and
Whistle under the basket.
Tangle up underneath there.
Away from the ball. Three-point shot's going to count. It's going to count for King Goss. He's hit 46 threes this season.
Looks like that one was just unfortunate on Derek's part. He just got tangled up, and unfortunately they called the foul on him, and that's a second.
17-9, that Owens lead has increased to 8, and they've got the basketball off the foul. Little floater with the left hand. Nice touch by Jamal Whiteside. So Owens' team scores 82 points per game after 24 games this year. Jenkins with the floater. Left-handed, didn't go. And on the flip side, Commodores on the year have given up 93 points per game. But in the last, I'd say 4 to 6 games, this team defense has really improved. If there's one thing that this Commodore team has really greatly improved on this year, I think it's that defense.
Yes.
They'll need it tonight. Jenkins backs it out. 15 seconds to shoot. That's wide along the baseline. Whistle away from the ball. They're going to call the foul on Alex Wyatt. Vince, I didn't see what happened there, did you?
Yeah, he must have pushed off as he was coming in from the backside. They actually switched, I think they switched the possession before they switched to a man-to-man defense.
Now in the game for the Commodores, Darian Jackson. Jackson, the 5'10" freshman out of Clearview High School. Clearview and Lorraine, just about 15 minutes from here. Jenkins working hard against the defense of Jalen Farrell. Farrell's going to pick up the foul. Farrell from Louisville. You look at this roster for Owens, Coach Granito. They've got a player from Rochester, New York, one from Columbus, one from McKeesport, Pennsylvania, one from Louisville, one from Toledo, a couple from Toledo, one from Prairieville, Louisiana.
Yeah.
How does that happen? I mean, is it recruiting?
It's probably recruiting. I mean, you know, going out and letting people know about the program that they have up there. You know, one of the things you find a lot of times with Owens, and I was told this a lot when I first started here, that Owens ends up being a nice feeder school, especially for some of those small Division I schools up there in the Toledo area. You know, not just here in Ohio, but then even just across the border up into Michigan as well. So some of those players
so it's an exposure thing.
Yeah, so some of those players who could, you know, use another year or two development here at this level before going on to the 4-year level.
Fouls on Farrell. That's his second. I think they're going to sub him out. He's got 9 points. He's hit 3 threes to open this game. This is Wyatt at the foul line.
Checking in for the Commodores, David Cedillo Martel, and for the Express, Anthony Bose.
Cedillo Martel now in the game for Lorain County Community College as Wyatt splits the free throws. Martel a year ago in this gym against this team had a night to remember with his mom and dad in the stands. They were here from Spain. That's where David's from. He came into the game late. Commodores needed a comeback, and he gave it to them. He scored 15 points. He was 5 of 5 from outside the arc and brought the Commodores back. Wyatt's shot was blocked. Afterwards, the players came together. The official has called a technical foul on both players. Fouls offset, so the Commodores will have the basketball out. Fouls on Alex, that's his second. And Ricky Williams. Jackson with the floater. Yankee tried to go up and grab it. Here comes Whiteside. Whistle on the ball. Foul will go against Owens. Coach Granito, is they have switched now to that man defense. Do you think from Marty's end, from Coach Eggleston's end, do they have a better opportunity to get into a flow offensively against the man or the zone here tonight?
Well, I mean, you know, they struggled a little bit with the zone initially, just trying to get used to it. And now since they've switched to a man, they've actually done a much better job of attacking the basket, which, you know, against a man, that's what you want to be able to do. And you can see the fouls for them have quickly risen in terms of number of team fouls. So
both teams with 5 team fouls were just 10 minutes and 26 seconds into this basketball game. Coach Eggleston and his assistant coach Keshak with the Commodores huddled up. So look at Owens, 12-12 in the year. They've won 4 of their last 6 games, including a win over the weekend at home against Columbus State, 102-89. They'll visit Tri-C on Monday. So after tonight, they're off for almost a week. You guys are home on Saturday.
Yep.
Columbus State.
Columbus State.
Nice inbounds play. Alex Wyatt stayed in control body-wise.
Yeah, it's interesting the way they've got the league set up this year, at least in terms of scheduling. Within our region, the teams that we'll all be competing against in the regional playoffs, we're playing in a row and in several cases playing them multiple times over the course of the next 2 weeks. So we played Hocking last weekend. We've got them coming up next weekend. Owens obviously here tonight. We play them again coming up here in 2 weeks at their place. And then Columbus State obviously on Saturday. So those are the 4 teams in the region for both men's and women. So
and then you turn around and play them in the tournament.
In a tournament, right. So we're going to see a lot of each other over the course of the next couple of weeks.
Would you rather not it be that way?
I actually don't mind it. Good strong move there by Derek.
He's got 6. He'll look for 7 at the foul line.
I actually don't mind it. I think that I think it would be tougher if you see a nice strong move there to the basket. I think it would be tougher if you played them earlier on in the season and then all of a sudden, you know, have a completely different look later on. I mean, I sort of like the idea of, I know that was one of the questions that I asked our players at the end of tonight's game was, you know, how do you feel about playing that game again, team, in a couple of weeks? And I think they felt like they matched up pretty well with the team. So
the 3-point attempts, I don't have the stats in front of me. We'll get them at halftime. The 3-point attempts tonight by Owens, right now at this point, 12 minutes in, significant. It's Anthony Mills. He's got 5. Actually, he's got 7.
Now they're coming up and putting a little bit of pressure on. First time we see that. Looks like they're trying to trap the ball wherever the ball's at.
Jenkins stepped out of the trap, dribbled out of it, drew a foul. Anthony Mills will get called for the foul. I'm not asking this question to have you say, you know, something that you don't want to say, Vince, but I will ask, do you think when a team presses the entire game, even when they're up, you know, 20, 30 points, are they working on their press? Is that why they're doing it, or is it just
I mean, that just might be, that might just be their identity, something that they do all the time. I know, you know, we talked about it a little bit tonight in our game. That happened in our game. And our players actually at the end of the game in the locker room said that they appreciated that because they said sometimes we don't always get a chance to work on press break in practice.
You know, it's, you know, if you're honest with yourself, you need to work.
Right.
It's almost like, you know, it's a favor.
Right. And that's the way they approached it tonight. So
inside 8 minutes to play. Commodores down 8. Beautiful hesitation dribble that froze the defense. Whiteside's got 7.
Here's this trap again.
Nelson. D'Amico tried to keep it alive, but knocked it out of bounds.
Looks like Marty's going to try to put some pressure on himself full court.
Jason Becca has now checked in as well for the Commodores. Becca, one of 2 players on this roster, a former Blue Devil of Brunswick High School. Quick 3.
Ooh, no hesitation there. He caught and went right up with it.
Goss has got 47 threes. Alante Gould, who we haven't even seen in the game yet, has got 51 threes. And I mentioned Farrell, who's got 84 threes. Nice pass from Becca, the Yankee. David Cedeno Martel with the ball in his hands. Good ball movement. The ball get tipped? It did not. Well, maybe, just maybe, King Goss tipped it out of bounds, but they say no. Catch and shoot.
Same, almost the same place he did the last one.
Goss with 9, all 3 of them from outside the arc. Largest lead of the night so far. It's a 16-point spread. This is Becca. He can shoot it. Jason Becca. Jason's playing time has really increased during the second part of the season. It's almost doubled. He was, before Christmas, averaging about 13 minutes per game, and since the new year, he's 22 minutes plus for Coach Eggleston. This is Nelson, going to take it himself.
Nice move.
D'Amico Nelson with 4. 5-0 run, Commodores coming back. Very much like your team, Vince, in that opening game tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys were not giving in at any point, including late in the game. I commented on Kelsey Simmerly taking a charge down at this end of the court.
Yeah.
Down 30 with about 60 seconds left in the game.
Right,
she just
right.
Took the charge.
Threw her body in there.
I mean,
and,
her teammates got to love that. I know you as a coach have got to love that.
Yes, yes. Yeah, our group's actually done a real good job of just working real hard to stay in game. I mean, very similar to what Marty's team is too. I think I had mentioned that in the last broadcast that, you know, one thing that I like about Marty's team is they do a real good job of, you know, as the lead starts building, you know, just slowly chipping away at it and getting right back into it. So.
Well, in the last game, the last time we saw them here, they had kept the game tight all the way up until maybe 10 minutes left, and then, you know, when an opponent gets hot, like the Wheeler player tonight for Owens,
right,
Shyla Wheeler, all of a sudden she was the reincarnation of, you know, Candace Parker.
Yeah. What was interesting in that situation was that most of her points early on in the game came from inside the key, and so, you know, we were really doing what we could to sort of collapse inside the key, and then all of a sudden,
she was hitting
end of the third quarter, fourth quarter, she moved to the outside and started hitting from the outside. So,
mark of a good player. Fouls on Jason Becca. That's Jason's first. 5:20 left to play, opening half. Pleased to have Coach Granito, the head women's basketball coach, a professor of psychology on our campus. 15 years as a professor.
They're going to get a over and back. There we go.
Yeah. Darian Jackson doing a nice job trying to hustle down and steal that himself. Vince, I know one of your specialties is sports psychology. How real is that in the mind? I mean, the mind of an athlete and the things that you can do to, you know, control, you know, the way you approach the ups and downs of, you know, I mean, playing a sport's not easy.
You know, I think it's, you know, it's incredibly important. So when you talk to players, a lot of times you ask them, you know, what percentage of your game is physical and what percentage of your game is mental. And I think a lot of athletes recognize just how important the mental game is. in terms of the confidence that they have. And, we find that a lot with several of the players on our team where, they go out and they miss 2 or 3 shots, and then all of a sudden they're shying away from not taking a shot anymore because, they lose their confidence. And sometimes it just ebbs and flows in the middle of a game. So, in some cases, you got to do what you can to sort of work on that as the game is progressing.
What do you do?
I think it's in some cases just letting them know that, calm down a little bit, take a couple of deep breaths, try to get yourself refocused. In many cases, it is a focusing issue. It's a matter of, okay, what should I be paying attention to? What should, in some cases they may not realize that they're pressing a little bit too much. And so, just being able to recognize that as a coach and pointing that out to them. So,
what do you think the percentage of athletes today that go to a sports psychologist or study the teachings of a sports psychologist? Do you think do you think it has seeped all the way down into the, 5th, 6th grade levels? Because you see the importance of, whether it's misguided or not, youth sports today,
right,
down at a lower level. Do you know of young people who are going to see a sports psychologist?
I don't know of young people that are doing that. I do know of programs that actually institute a lot of the principles and stuff in that. I mean, if you think about things like imagery, things like concentration, the ability of being able to set goals to be able to increase your motivation, those are skills that could be taught fairly easy, and even at a young age. And those are skills that work not only for the sport, but then, pretty much all aspects of their life. So, so as sports psychologists, that's one of the things that they work on. I know, it's become really big. 2 years ago, the NBA instituted that every NBA team now has to have some sports psychology personnel working with their team. And I believe the NFL last year instituted the same role. They're given a couple of years now to be able to comply with that, but every NFL team will eventually, and most of the baseball players have been doing it for years. So
I'd imagine, Vince, that importance placed on it will just increase.
Yeah.
41-32. Commodores had cut it to 7 with some strong play from this young man. Jackson off the bench. Jackson and Nelson doing a nice job outside as guards, penetrating that defense, creating their own looks or creating a look for their teammates. 2:18 left to play, opening half. We'll be back here on Saturday for 2 games as the men's and women's teams from Columbus State come to Lorain County Community College. Jenkins drew that defense.
Nice pass, good look.
And that created an open look
Good
for D'Amico Nelson. Yep. The effortless flick of the wrist by Jalen Farrell. It's a quick release wrist, quick wrist, almost like he flicks it and then pulls it back with his hand.
And several of their players have that. I mean, very, very quick releases as soon as they get the ball. No hesitation. That's a lot of confidence, and it's what you usually like to see out of a shooter.
Commodores need a stop. They had cut the lead to 41-34, but Farrell answered with a 3, then they got to stop, and if Owens connects here, it's going to be a mini run. Stepped out of bounds. Jordan Grayson did a nice job hustling for the loose ball, but got it when he was standing on the baseline. Jacob Marsh checks back in. David Cedeno Martel will take a seat with some good minutes. Martel came in and subbed in for Marsh and provided some solid minutes. As a coach, that's what you look for off your bench, don't you? Just minutes where you can come in and contribute, in one way or another. Jenkins with a crazy shot. I don't know how Jalen got that one off. On the break, it's Anthony Mills. Mills has 9. Nice look from Nelson into Jenkins.
Looks like they're going to hold it for the last shot here. Shot clock's off.
17 seconds left in the opening half. Yankee looking for a foul. Marsh chases down the loose ball. Commodores will get a look. 3 seconds left. Jenkins has got to, somebody's got to fire it. Whoa, Marsh made a 3 with 3/10 of a second on the far side of the floor. The double dribble was called.
Against the Commodores. Possession, Owens.
That's unfortunate because that cuts the lead to 7 going into the locker room.
Been huge.
That's where we'll stand. Vince, thanks for joining us.
Sure.
You're going to make the trek home. How many classes you have tomorrow?
2 classes.
Is that your light day or is that a normal day?
Normally Tuesday, Thursdays are my big day in terms of classes. 2 of the classes tomorrow have tests, so we do our tests online. So.
Well, good luck to the students taking your test.
Yeah.
He says with a smirk on his face. Dr. Vince Granito, thanks for joining us.
Sure.
All right, we're at halftime. 46-36. The Commodores down 10 to the expressive Owens Community College. Entertaining first half. We'll take an extended break as you see Coach Eggleston walk off the floor, and we'll be back with the second half.
Flex Factor is a 5-week-long program that is designed to inspire, attract, and recruit young students into advanced manufacturing technologies. I'm Deanna Hersko. I'm the program coordinator for Flex Factor here at Lorain County Community College. Students have spent the last 5 weeks preparing to solve a problem using technology, building a business plan around that, and selling it today to a panel of business and industry folks, Shark Tank style.
I'm Amaya Keller and I'm a student at LCCC for early college. Our product was the Jam Pen, which helps solve stress. The pen has sensors that are on the side of it that can detect how fast your heart is beating. It was a mix of learning how to talk to people and persuading them into wanting a product that we made. It just made me more aware of how much is truly happening in the world, and it makes me want to do something to solve it.
There are many things I want to do. I'm just grateful to have all the opportunities that I have in front of me. I'm Julian Colbert. Lorain County Community College for me allowed me to go at the pace that I wanted to go. Some people might say I'm ahead in some ways, and this has definitely propelled me forward. At the end of May, I'll graduate from Clearview High School. I am going to the Ohio State University in the fall. I earned the Moral Scholarship at Ohio State. The basis of the essay for the scholarship, in a sense, was for me to explain what diversity and inclusion means to me. It goes a little beyond race, deeper into socioeconomic backgrounds. Being mixed, I can sort of fit in with both white and black kids and see both sides of the equation. I was able to cross lines more than most people were, and for a long time I didn't even realize what I was doing. I have to be strong and stable in a way to where I can be relied upon and be the backbone for other people. And that is what I'm most excited for.
We are Lorain County Community College.
We respond first in a crisis.
We teach your children.
We protect your community.
We care for the elderly.
We start businesses.
We are right here for you, for your family, and for your neighbors.
You can count on LCCC's graduates to keep your community strong, safe, and healthy.
You can count on LCCC.
Michaela Stevens.
I actually graduated with 2 of my college degrees before I graduated high school. I'm proud that I did that. Not a lot of people do that. My parents actually both graduated from Lorain County Community College with their associate's degrees. My grandmother received her degree from here as well, and my grandfather came to Lorain County Community College. So it's definitely running in the family. I'm Michaela Stevens. I'm from Grafton, Ohio. I became a student of Lorain County Community College through Midview High School. They provided a College Credit Plus program that I took part in starting my sophomore year. I am very intrigued by the way that the human brain works. I would like to become a behavioral analyst psychologist. I would want to work in the law enforcement field. Next fall, I will be in the university partnership with Cleveland State. When I graduate next spring, I will not have any student loan debt. I will have paid approximately $2,300 for my bachelor's degree.
We're involved with the Pig Math Research Grant, which is about having students use math to solve industry problems.
We are trying to use an algorithm to find anomalies in data.
We're finding red flags. We're looking for indicators of a problem.
There's almost math equations to model for anything in everyday life. Somebody designed everything, and they probably used math for it.
I love math. I actually have a whiteboard at my house that I do problems on.
Math to me is just like puzzles. You're solving problems, you're tackling something in new ways. It's really a creative thing. I'm actually from Chicago, but I came out here because there was a lot of good things said about Lorain County Community College and a lot of opportunities that the students get here.
I just felt like it was getting me out of my comfort zone.
And I really like Professor Dobek and her teaching style.
I think math is best, honestly.
Farming is a way of life. Very rewarding, heartbreaking. You're at God's mercy most of the time.
I'm Adele.
I'm Eric. We raise beef cattle and we also grain farm.
I grew up in this farm. We have 3 kids. It's important to us to raise our kids on the farm the way we were raised.
Last fall, we had a group of the culinary students out with Chef Brad, having them come to the farm and show them how we raise the cattle and then how it goes to the plate.
It makes them appreciate what they're working with.
The biggest thing to stay relevant as a smaller family farm in today's time is to find a niche.
98% of farms are actually family owned and operated. Farming is important because you eat 3 times a day or more. Without any kind of farming, that's not possible.
Eric, is she a good cook?
Yeah.
You don't sound believable.
Yeah, Adele's a good cook.
I wanted to make a difference.
I have always loved helping people.
I realized I wanted to become a nurse when nursing called me.
It feels good to know that I help make this community safer.
I love that I'm able to give back to my community every single day I go to work.
The children in my classroom are our future, and I'm helping them grow into amazing adults.
I am Lorain County Community College.
I am LCCC.
We are here for you.
Honestly, I didn't really know what I wanted to do going into senior year. I was always more of a math guy than an English guy. I'm Luke Langle from North Ridgeville, Ohio. I am a scholarship student at the University Partnership in the Computer Science and Engineering program with Toledo. It's a way for me to be creative with my side of the brain that I have. With what I'm doing, I feel like I can express myself in my own unique way. Right now, I'm on co-op at Crown Equipment, learning how to do stuff in the real world in regards to software and hardware. I would want to build software to interact with people, to solve problems in that kind of way. I did run cross country in college, which is something I never expected to do. I'm a sporty guy, I guess, and people don't really see like computer engineers as sporty guys. I'm not just a person who sits at home and plays video games. I don't actually play video games that much. There's some people who fall into those generalities, but I'd say a lot of us are pretty cool. You just gotta get to know us.
I'm a registered nurse at Larry Memorial Hospital. I work on the cardiac telemetry floor, observation unit. I'm Jimmy Lopez. I'm 39 years old. What other job can you say that you can go to work every day and you're helping somebody every single day? Lorain County Community College, wow. You guys fit into my life huge. I'm from Lorain, so they have a place in Lorain that you can go. There was a learning center. I feel like I've done a lot. I'm not done yet, though. The LCC has that partnership, so I'm just gonna keep going. Ride it all the way through, right? Why not use all my resources? That's what smart people do. Has it been easy? No. But nothing you want is easy in life, right? Without Lorain County Community College, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at today. I wouldn't be sitting here with you guys today, that's for sure. I wouldn't be making a difference in so many people's lives either.
My wife Marcia and I, our family, we have a small farm in Avon Lake. We're transitioning to organic farm. It's about 2.5 acres that we're growing on. We're growing a variety of vegetables and spices. We believe in organic because we believe it's the best way to farm. I'm Joe Coleman from Coleman Gardens. Our relationship with the Culinary Arts program here at Lorain County Community College was really by chance. My wife was at the annual Empty Bowls by the Lake in Avon Lake, and she just happened to enjoy Chef Adams' New England clam chowder. And the relationship from there has blossomed. We have been more than excited to have the students of the program come on our site and plant. They came out about 6 weeks later, and they harvested and then brought it back here. I believe they were using it for final exams. If they can realize early in their career that buying local, finding places that they can buy fresh produce locally not only supports a local community, but it also lowers the carbon footprint. We would love them to keep coming out and planting on our site, coming back and harvesting it.
At Lorain County Community College, our graduates give back. We connect with the community. We have a clear vision. We finish what we start. Start your education. Start your career. Start your story. Our graduates are prepared for the jobs of the future. Lorain County Community College. Start your story today.
I chose Lorain County Community College because it was close to home, was affordable, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do in my life. I'm Jimmy Hozalski. I'm from Wakeman, Ohio. I went to Firelands High School.
I first met Jimmy when he took an anatomy and physiology class with me. He was just a very bright student, and after he got done, I asked him what his future plans were, and he said he was going to go to nursing school. And my response was, why don't you go to medical school?
And I told her that I didn't have the confidence in myself or the knowledge to be able to navigate a pre-medicine major.
And I said, I can help you get there. We don't have traditional students here. We have students that come here with a story of their own.
Just finished my clinical rotations at Ohio University, and I'm getting ready to move to Dayton to do emergency medicine residency at Grandview Medical Center. I chose Dr. Durham to hood me at graduation because she really became my mentor and guided me to this place that I am in my life, so I couldn't think of a better person to do it.
I always wanted to be a nurse because I got into a car accident when I was young. My daughter was really badly injured, and the lady that happened to stop and help us, she happened to be a nurse. I'm Brady Spradlin. I'm a wife. I'm a mother of 11 children. I would be a labor and delivery nurse because I know a lot about babies. I went to school and I graduated in 2007 as a medical assistant. Kind of got that one degree and I kind of just got stuck there for a long time because I had kids at home and it was rough. Just never had taken the steps to push forward. And now my kids go here, so now I get to kind of have the best of both worlds because I get to be at school and I still get to see my kids. In May, I will get to graduate with my nursing degree, and my son will graduate from high school from LCC's early college.
Brandy Lynn
I hope that I'm an example to my children. I hope. I cannot wait to go back to school and become a midwife. I love babies, and I love pregnant women and bringing a baby into the world. I don't think there's anything better than that.
Getting my education means I can use my brain. I won't have to struggle always. I would rather struggle now than struggle forever.
I'm April Fuentes. In 2011, I was fresh out of a marriage. I was a mess. I wanted my girls to see what I am capable of because they are watching me. And I want them to know that they can achieve anything. I'm raising my family in income-based housing so I can achieve my dream. I have to pick and choose what I have to pay each payday or what can wait. Education means I can succeed in what I want. I can earn my own way in this world. The end goal is to earn my master's and PhD. I finally like myself. I like that I'm not done.
I always thought that if somebody got hurt or somebody fell or somebody was around me that needed help, it was my responsibility to help them. I'm Dan Sumter. I'm an Elyria Police Department detective. I've been a detective for the last 6 years and have been on the department. This is my 21st year. We all have a role. My role is of cell phones. Every investigation involves cell phone, mobile forensics, mobile technology. Everybody has their lives on their phone. The forensics I do on our cell phones solve 99% of our cases. Recently I had a homicide case where 3 guys eventually got life sentences. I was able to recover enough evidence to prove that this wasn't just a random murder, it was a murder for hire case. That's why we got the 3 life sentences, so that was huge. Lorain County Community College fits with the digital forensics and the Elyria Police Department in a way that it kind of kicked off what I do. The equipment that they have and the access that they gave me, I could do anything and everything that I needed to get done. It was like I hit the lottery every day. Every day I'm proud of what I do.
Backboard cam on the end of the Commodores. Through the glass, through the looking glass here at Lorain County Community College. We're at halftime, 46-36 your score. The Express of Owens leading the Commodores of Lorain County Community College. There's a look at the logo that sits prominently at midcourt here inside the Ewing Activity Center. Cold February night outside. I'm getting weather reports on my phone right now saying icy conditions. So we wish the Owens team buses a safe trip back to the Toledo area as they leave our campus tonight. Commodores huddling up. Express on the floor in their road black, trimmed in red and gray. Come the Commodores in their home white. First half stats kind of look pretty even, really. Both teams shot well from the field. Owens was at 45%, Lorain County Community College at 42%. Turnovers were the same. Both teams had, actually the assists were the same. Both teams had 10. Commodores had 9 turnovers to Owens 5, so Express really taking care of the basketball. 6 players in the books for Owens, scoring-wise 7 for the Commodores. A young man that was lights out, number 22, Jalen Farrell for Owens. He's got the ball right now. He had 15 points, 5 3-point shots, 5 of 7 from outside the arc. Nothing new. He's made 89 threes in the season. There goes another one. Boy, if you knock down threes at the rate that that young man does, your team is going to have a whole lot of success. Nelson with the high shot off the glass that did not go. Not only is he formidable, Farrell, with the threes with 89, he hits them for almost a 40% rate. His outside the arc percentage is almost just as good as his inside the arc. This is Nelson again. Got the roll. D'Amico Nelson had 10 in the opening half. He's got 12. Wyatt pulls down the miss. I want to thank Coach Granito. Derek Yankee on the break. Nice feed from Jenkins. I want to thank Coach Granito, Vince Granito, Dr. Granito, as he's known here on campus, one of our professors of psychology, for joining us in the opening half. Of course, throw thanks out to Coach Eggleston, who joins us for a half or a quarter during the women's games. It's nice to have both of those men on our broadcast.
Commodore personal fouls on number 12. Alex Wyatt.
Fouls on Alex Wyatt. That's Alex's third. At the free throw line with the basketball is Anthony Mills. Mills from Westerville South, just outside of Columbus, sophomore guard for the Express. He's got 10 points, averages 12 in the season, to go along with 4 rebounds and 4 assists per night. Makes all three. He's got 12.
3 points for Mills.
Leads back to 12. That's the largest it got in the first half. Yankee with the rebound. Derek went up strong, didn't get it. Nelson's there for the follow, and D'Amico's going to shoot a free throw.
Express personal fouls on number 5, Jordan Grayson. His first, team first.
Fouls on Jordan Grayson, number 1 for Jordan. D'Amico Nelson's having a night to remember. Freshman guard out of Cincinnati with 15 points. D'Amico played his high school ball at DePaul Cristo Rey. Three again. This one not by 22, but number 2, Reggie Robinson. Robinson's got 7. Eleven three-point shots made by Owens so far. Express on the break. Robinson, the fadeaway off the glass, and it's good. $14-point lead. Largest of the night. Wyatt got the glass, the rim, the bucket, and drew the foul. Wyatt's got 5. Fouls on Cusino.
Jacob Cusuno. His second, team second. Three points for Wyatt.
Alex with 6 points. Robinson floated it long. Nelson and Yankee control the basketball. This is Jalen Jenkins quickly down the floor. There's Jacob Marsh, thought about shooting it. Nelson on the baseline, underneath the basket, came back out and got the hoop. D'Amico Nelson with 17. Nice night for D'Amico Nelson. 5-0 run for the Commodores.
Anthony Mills.
Mills with 14. Yankee in the middle of that zone. Derek looking for a cutter, take it himself. Derek Yankee, last game against Hocking. I mentioned this at the top, but it's worth repeating. 36 points, 22 rebounds. 16 of the 22 were defensive rebounds. He had 2 steals and 2 block shots. He made 18 free throws. Went to the line 27 times in the game. 18 of his 36 were from the foul line. That's Jenkins off the glass. Ball's knocked out of bounds off. You're going to say it went off Nelson. Whistle and a timeout. It is a 30-second timeout. We will take a 32.
It's a 30-second timeout.
We are Lorain County Community College.
We respond first in a crisis.
We teach your children.
We protect your community.
We care for the elderly.
We start businesses.
We are right here for you, for your family, and for your neighbors.
You can count on LCCC's graduates to keep your community strong, safe, and healthy.
You can count on LCCC.
Marsh and Nelson, Jenkins, Wyatt and Yankee coming out of that huddle. 15:07 left. Owens trying to win their 13th game. Commodores trying to win their 5th. This is Robinson inside, kicks it. There's the outside shooter. A rare miss for Jalen Farrell. D'Amico, nice crossover. Foul inside on the rebound. Foul's going to go against Jacob Cusino. It's going to be his third team foul. So Commodore's going to get the ball back.
Express personal fouls on number 54, Jacob Cusino, his team third.
This is Wyatt. Strong to the basket. Shot left short, but Alex picked it up. Alex Wyatt's got 8. Defense. Is Yankee or Wyatt or Marsh? One of those hands swatted that basketball away. Shot clock's at 1. Somebody's got to fire it. Yankee will chase down the loose ball. Jacob Marsh, corner. Boom. Jacob Marsh has 2 of those tonight. He's got 6 points. Marsh on the season leads this team with 47 3-point shots made. Open look. Wide open look for Jordan Grayson. His first basket of the night. Twelve 3-point shots made in the game for Owens. The cutter is Jalen Jenkins. Yankee found him. Ball just rolled off the front of the rim. Back-to-back threes by Grayson. Grayson came into the game and has been instant offense. Leads back to 12. Alex Wyatt will shoot it and make it. Wyatt's got 11. Anthony Mills looked like he had absolutely nothing and came up with that. He's got 14. Good patience. Jenkins with a beautiful ball fake that led to an open lane for a pass to Derek Yankee. Yankees got 10. Jenkins had 5 assists in the first half. There's a hip foul. Good call. Jordan Grayson will get called for the foul, sticking the hip out. He's got 2 fouls.
Jordan Grayson, his second, team fourth.
Jordan's going to head to the bench for a little rest. Ricky Williams will check into the basketball game. There's Coach Granito, Coach Eggleston. Jalen Jenkins with the long-range miss, but Derek Yankee is there for the follow. He's got 12. Yankee had 11 rebounds in the opening half. He's got 12 points now, so he's got a double-double. Shot short, kept alive by Owens. Commodores have cut the lead to 7. Nelson with a near steal. They've been down as many as 14. And that is cut in half, and that will be an offensive foul. So Derek Yankee did a nice job drawing a foul from Anthony Mills. It's Mills' second.
Anthony Mills, his second, team fifth.
Wyatt sets up Marsh. Jacob will shoot the three. Missed it long, but Nelson keeps it alive. D'Amico Nelson softly with the fadeaway. Nelson's got 19. 67, 62, 10:40 left. Commodores have cut the lead to 5. Marsh keeping his feet, good defense. Anthony Mills strong on that baseline. He's got 18. That was quick. Nelson cupped it, shot it, missed it, got it back. Firing it into his teammate, and Yankee wasn't ready for it.
Checking in for the Express, number 54, Jacob Kusuno.
Commodores playing that nice perimeter defense. Nelson almost stole the basketball. 12 seconds to shoot, though. That defense is taking that shot clock down. Warm up off, and now in the game, Jamel Whiteside. Whiteside's in with 9, all in the opening half. This is Whiteside with the basketball. Dribble and shoot and make it. He's got 12, including 2 threes. Wyatt's going to back it up. 15 on the shot clock. Alex with a ball fake, got the defense in the air, laid it up, got the spin. Alex Wyatt with a nice baseline move. He's got 13. (71-64). Yankee steps up and steals. Here comes D'Amico Nelson, uncontested. Finishes with style. Nelson's got 21, the 6'1" freshman, up for the single-handed dunk. Every time the Commodores get tight, somebody hits a 3 for Owens. Goss has got 9. That's 3 3-point shots that he's made. This is Marsh along that baseline. Nelson finds Yankee. Derek standing all alone. Nobody around. Long 3. Halfway between half court and the top of the key. 6-point game. Inside 8 to play. A game that has been Owens the entire night. Commodores are taking their stand. Wyatt could cut it to 3, and he does. His teammates off the bench. He shot that right in front of him. Made it. He slapped him in on the way by. Alex Wyatt's got 16 points. (74-71), 7:43 left. That is the closest that this game has been since the early moments when it was 6-2. Owens. Marsh and Jalen Jenkins with good defense. Jalen tying it up again with Alex Wyatt. Alex Wyatt from behind with the block. Quick hit. Ricky Williams. Why not join the party? It's Ricky's first made shot. It happens to be a 3. And there's a timeout on the floor. Coach Eggleston wants one. His team is down 6 at 77-71. It is a full timeout, so we'll take a full one too. This is a story on Hannah Newsom from our biology department. She is a future difference.
I've been a full-time student here since I was a sophomore. I have 84 college credits. I'm 18 years old. My name is Hannah Newsom. I would love to be the person that creates an artificial heart from live human cells. I've always been very interested in the Jarvik heart, how it's been able to keep people alive so much longer. I'm doing HIV research on a deletion mutation at Lorain County Community College. The goal is to create a new therapy for HIV/AIDS. I work under Dr. Harry Kessler. I love learning, so I don't just love learning in the classroom. I love learning how my car works, learning theory of music and how it all relates, math, how it can combine things together. I love seeing how we can potentially manipulate genetics, which runs on a code, how to help people to change their condition. I'd love to be a biomedical engineer. I sing, but not very well.
Commodores breaking that huddle. You see Coach Keyshock, Coach Eggleston, Derek Yankee walking into your shot. It's a good look at the gym floor inside the Ewing Activities Center. We're happy you're all joining us here along our YouTube channel at Lorain County Community College. I'm not sure what the discussion is.
Checking in for the Commodores,
So Daniel Martell has checked in for Jalen Jenkins, and Jalen, I don't know if he's stretching out a quad muscle. He's leaning up against the wall. They need him back in the game as soon as he can get in. His creativity has been contagious. Long range, Marsh rattled the cage. Comes Owens. Whiteside all the way by himself. Owens had it on the baseline and lost it. Stepped out of bounds. Jacob Cusino. Got 6 minutes left in this basketball game. It's been a good one. There's every reason to believe that the next 6:04 will be just as good. So Coach Keyshock has come down the end of the bench to check on Jalen Jenkins. Jalen's took his left shoe off, retying it. Trying to get him back in as quickly as they can. Anthony Mills with 20. Owens on a 4-0 run out of that timeout. Commodores had cut the lead to 6. It's now back to 10 at 81-71. There's been a renewed interest in defense for the Express right now. So Daniel Martell Finds Wyatt. Alex with a ball fake. Foul will be on Ricky Williams. Alex had Ricky Williams up in the air. If he'd have just acted like he was shooting a three, he'd be at the line shooting 3 free throws right now. Jenkins looks up, stands up, standing next to Coach Eggleston. Jalen looks like he's ready to come in the game. We'll see what happens next. This is Marsh with the basketball. Alex Wyatt back out to Jacob. This is Nelson looking for a teammate. Got to shoot it. Shot clock violation. Coach Eggleston encouraging D'Amico to take it up. He had it inside. He was triple teamed. So Daniel Martell is out. Jalen Jenkins is back in. Shooting over the zone and making it is Jamal Whiteside. Whiteside's got 15, 3 threes. Wyatt got it picked. Whistle on the pick. There's a technical foul. I don't know if it's on Yankee or not. It is on Derek. The way that he reacted made me guess that it was on him.
Shooting the technical, Anthony Mills.
That technical was in transition. This is Mills with the free throw. He's perfect, 4-4 in the second half. Anthony Mills has got 21, make it 22 points. Lead is ballooned to 15. It was 77-71 with 6:53 left. Owens called a timeout as the Commodores had cut the lead to 6. Actually, take that back. It was 74-71 with 7:43 left, so it was a 3-point game. And since that time, Owens is on a 12-0 run. Becca fighting for it. Ball tied up. They'll say Owens called the timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll take a short one. We'll be right back.
At Lorain County Community College, our graduates give back. We connect with the community. We have a clear vision. We finish what we start. Start your education. Start your career. Start your story. Our graduates are prepared for the jobs of the future. Lorain County Community College. Start your story today.
Columbus State will be here on Saturday. That's what's up next for this Commodore men's basketball team. They've got 4:24 left in this one, though. The last 3 minutes have not been kind. Commodores were down 3 with 7:43 left, and before that basket right there by Jalen Jenkins, it was a 12-0 run by Owens. So that was a sorely needed hoop. The reverse and the spin is good for King Goss. He's got 13. Yankee against Cusino. Cusino with a rebound. Ball's loose. Owens will control and do what they've done all night long, and that's hit 3-point shots. Goss has got 16. Fouls on Cusino, and then complaining about it, he picked up a technical.
Personal fouls on number 54.
So that was his fourth. And then with the technical.
Technical foul assessed against number 54, Jacob Cusino.
That's his fifth.
At the line,
D'Amico Nelson with 22 points tonight. I don't know what D'Amico's career high is. This is freshman year, but it's got to be tonight. He's got 23. He has played just outstanding. He's from Cincinnati. Hopefully someone back home is watching him tonight, because the phone call after the game will be a fun one with D'Amico.
The foul shots. Derek
Yankees going to shoot the technicals. Commodores with an opportunity to score 4 points without any time clicking off the clock. I said 4 because they gave Derek the ball again. And as I said it, I wondered why they were giving him the ball again. Didn't think it would be a 2-shot technical, and it was not. Jenkins with a near steal in the backcourt. Commodores down 15, 3:20 left. Quick three. Goss. No follow. Fouls on Derek Yankee, and that is his fifth. So he is fouled out. Cusino is fouled out for Owens. And this is Whiteside at the free throw line. Jacob Marsh will check in. Marsh will come in for Yankee. In the game for the Express is Jordan Grayson. Grayson will check in for King Goss.
Checking in for the Commodores, number 20, Winston Johnson.
Winston Johnson, the freshman, the 6'3" forward out of Avon, now in the game for the Commodores.
Checking in for the Express, number 22, Jalen Farrell.
Jalen Farrell back in for Owens. Farrell's got 18 points, and he's hit from outside the arc 6 times. That's all of his 18. Nelson keeps it alive. Long rebound out, Jacob Marsh. This is Winston. Soft shot inside. It's a nice bucket for Winston Johnson. Johnson's got 2. Just off the bench, in to score. Looking for the 3. Foul's going to go against Becca. Foul will be Jason's second. That missed 3 was a rarity. Owens has 18 three-point shots made in the game. They had 9 in the opening half. They've got 9 so far in the second half, and we've still got 2:33 left to play. They're at 92 points. They beat Columbus State in their last game, scored 102. Winston Johnson with his second basket. Pass to the cutter, it's a good one. The finish by Reggie Robinson. Jalen Jenkins from Becca. Jalen's got 12. Commodores have hit a few threes in this game as well. If it's 7, doesn't rival the 18 that Owens has hit. But they do have 7. Keep it here.
Timeout, Owens. That's a 30-second timeout.
This is an opportunity to tell you the Commodore player spotlight tonight. Maybe we can get a shot of him. It's David Cedeno Martel. David's wearing his warm-up on the bench right now as his teammates walk back onto the floor. There's David. The spotlight tonight on the program is on David from Vega de Mejes High School in Spain. Second season here in Lorain County for the Commodores. His most impressive outing in his 2 seasons was a year ago against this same team. He came off the bench, hit 5 threes late in the game, brought the Commodores back into an exciting finish. And the best part about that, his mom and dad happened to be in the stands that night. They had come into town from Spain. They were spending some time here visiting with their young son, and they got to see it all right in front of them. So it's fitting that tonight David's the player spotlight in the program as Owens comes back to town. Inside a minute left in this one. It's Robinson on the break. Owens is at 98 points. You can bet they're going to try to get to 100. Here they go. 40 seconds left. Marsh with defense. Good steal. Jacob Marsh. D'Amico Nelson. Commodores are going to keep it. It's a 3-second difference right now between shot and game clock. Game clock's at 26. Shot clock's at 23. Difference in this game, it was 74-71. Commodores were down 3 as Becca shoots a short 15-footer. And Owens went on a 12-0 run. That was the difference. Game was tight. Commodores had battled all the way back. They were down 14. And Owens answered. Went on a 12-0 run. Put it away. But a great effort tonight by this Commodore men's team. Nelson and Marsh again with the defense. The fadeaway floater will drop. And with 6 seconds left, Reggie Robinson gives his team a century mark. Jenkins will fire it at the buzzer, and this ball game's over. Owens 100, Lorain County Community College 85. That is your final. The Express of Owens improved to 13-12 on the season. They're now 5-3 in conference play. And the Commodores of Lorain County Community College dropped to 4-18. They are 0-7 in conference play. Good one tonight from the Ewing Activity Center. We'd like to thank you for joining us, watching our broadcast on our Lorain County Community College YouTube channel. We invite you back on Saturday. Doubleheader today, or doubleheader on Saturday. Men and women will host Columbus State. We'll be here for that one. We hope you are as well. Good night, everybody.